I don't have any audio going right now, but I can walk you through some of this. Are you watching the thing? Okay. I don't have any
Not yet. I'll launch it.
but I can walk you through some of this. Are you watching the thing? I put on the audio as well, so should be good.
Not yet. I'll launch it.
I put on the audio as well, so should be good.
Not yet. I'll launch it.
Thanks, man.
What are you doing, Velvet?
What?
You're really quiet.
You're really
What are
quiet.
you doing, Velvet? You're really quiet.
I said RimWorld is at 1.0 today. They released it.
Who? What?
RimWorld.
Is he quiet for you too, Oxygen?
Yeah, he is. I can hear you. RimWorld released today, but you are.
Yeah, I mean, I
quiet.
heard it, but it's really quiet.
Let me bump up the output. Test 1, 2.
There you go.
Better.
Yeah, RimWorld got released today, 1.0.
Nice.
Cool.
So, Mav, I'll run you through my setup real quick. So I don't use Banana because it's unnecessary for what I do. Essentially, I use the same 2 extra cable inputs from VB Audio cable. So you get 3 total. If you do the donation, you give them $5 or whatever, and you get all 3. But essentially, I have this one default down here cable input. So if we go to here, look at all this. We have the cable input, the cable B input, cable A input here, and then the cable B. This is what everything's going to. And if we look at it, sorry, wrong one. Look at the others here for all the outputs. I'm making sure everything is listening to this. So I'm actually listening to the output as it's being listened to by the system from the cable outputs. So instead of pushing it straight to my headphones, it's being routed through the virtual audio cables that way. And that way, when you want to intercept it, you can. And then I go into my recording, go into settings here for OBS. And I have where I can set up all the different ones. So my first field is the cable input here, which is my default here. This is everything on desktop. Headset microphone is what I speak, and then you have the cable output 2. That is, I think, one second, hold on, output recording. So, yeah, gameplay, mic, music, TeamSpeak, Discord, and the rest. So I can separate them out all at the same time, and then when I go into OBS here, I have my mixer down here, and I have all the different audios channels that I have separated out, and I can turn them off and on as I want to. So TeamSpeak, Discord there. So if you say something, you'll see TeamSpeak and Discord come back up again.
Okay.
See it? There you go. So I separate out my speaking. So if I need to bump it up to where my voice needs to be louder, as opposed to the TeamSpeak and Discord, I can do that. But you can actually route them together too if you want to have your voice and the TeamSpeak voices come out the exact same. You can do that, and it's really easy to set something up. All you do is you start up here at the very top. You start a profile. I can't do it right now because I'm streaming, but you create a new profile, call it whatever, and then it'll give you a basic scene down here. Create a new one, and just say, hey, I want to add a new scene, call it whatever, and it brings this stuff up here. Properties. Let me do this here instead. I will create a new one. And then from here, you can add your sources. And that's your webcam. And if you do like I do, you create a master. You create all your new stuff here. Yeah, look at that. There you go. Picture of me. Create your master here and put everything that you're ever going to put inside your stream here. So that way you just make copies of it in all your different scenes and then transition. Adding scenes is easy. Just say, hey, I want to capture audio, I want to capture game capture, display capture, whatever, and then you add it. Going for the output here, if I want to add the audio channels when recording, I can specify for the stream something separate than the actual recording. So here with the stream, I say, what is it? Oh, this is the wrong one. Audio. Oh, there it is. With recording, I have all 5 tracks being recorded. With the streaming, I'm just doing, it should only be 5. Number 4, number 5, everything all at once. And so everything gets pushed out on one channel. So you can have everything recording, or you can just have one thing recording. So if you didn't want any of your voice to be on the video, you could just remove everything and just go with audio track 1 or 2 or 3 or whichever you want. So it gives you greater control than what the NVIDIA product gives you. Does that help you out any? I mean...
Yeah, partially. I mean, I just have to kind of mess through it, mess with all the settings and shit.
Okay. Well, if I'm around, ask me questions if you have them. Sure.
All right. Yeah, will do.
Let's see here.
I mean, for your purposes, man, with OBS, you don't even need virtual audio cable.
Well, what he's trying to do right now, it is.
He's just trying to record his game and mic at the same time.
Well, he's having
OBS
issues with
can
the
handle.
push to talk. Yeah. And so for whatever reason, it's interfering with his ability to use push to talk. And I know you really don't have that issue with this. Route it together. Oh, and if you're still watching, I wanted to show you one more thing.
Yeah.
So did it not do it? Hold on. Okay, I'm back here again. I wanted to show you this audio router. Are you seeing it? No. That's interesting. One second. That's weird that did that. Window capture. Cancel.
Relative Ash is online. One of your watchers, followers.
He's a good guy. I should probably try to get him in here. How's it going, Ash? I don't know what happened to my stream. That's weird. Well, that just sucks. I would show it to you, but apparently I hosed up my stream. Can I
Why
create a new one?
haven't you been using OBS, man? You've got the rig for it.
What was that, Velvet?
Why haven't you been using OBS? You have the rig for it.
I don't know, I just figured keep it simple with fucking Shadowplay. And I didn't have issues until I had to convert to a Yeti.
Yeah, I've had issues with all my later headsets. Anything with an external sound card or anything like that, Shadowplay doesn't like.
Well, the problem was, I mean, it would work fine. Like, I could have everything record perfectly. The problem is with, again, the Yeti, I can't just have it open all the time. I have to use push to talk, or else it's just fucking annoying hearing clicks and shit all the time. So, If I try and set up push to talk through Shadowplay, I can, but I can only get it to work with a keyboard key. I can't do push to talk with my mouse unless I macro my mouse to use a keyboard key, which I have done. And that's why when I type, occasionally if I have that profile set up, it'll queue up my TeamSpeak. I'm trying to avoid having to use that macro to get things working correctly. I can't seem to figure out how to get just using the.
You can set up your push to talk on mouse key.
Yeah, and that's what we're working on. I just installed it.
I mean, is you don't even need a VAC. Unless you want to do post-processing. Or pre-processing. Like to get rid of, you know, that nasty hum that's on your mic.
Couldn't tell you. Don't know about it.
So if you're still watching, Mav,
Yep.
do something here. So here I have music in the background. If I use this audio router piece, I can say right here I have Chrome up. And you see the turn down for what? I can say, hey, I want to route this to something specific here. So I want to say go to cable A. I think that's my. Here, one second. Track 3.
Yes, the real question is, why are you playing Destiny 2?
Good question. That's audio cable B. So if I go back in here and I hook this up to B, doing a while, does it? Kills it. There you go. Now, the thing here is that this is now part of cable input. If you see down here, this is now associated with that, and it's done dynamically. So if you have anything that's not tied directly to an output because for whatever reason it doesn't want to play nice, and there are a couple of streaming apps like Pretzel and even Spotify that do not play well, you can't specify which output to go to. So using something like this will actually help you out too. Helps really well with you if you have like a soundboard or something and you want to put this into a certain channel, but it's not being recognized by either virtual audio cable or something else. Use this and it'll do it dynamically. If you try to do it with TeamSpeak for whatever reason, it screws up your entire system, so don't do that. But everything else seems to work really well. So it's a very simplistic version of Banana that I like, just because it's very simple, very lightweight as well. Anyway, just wanted to show you that as well.